to another edition of Mike Finds Things. This is our new channel, not the non-automotive one that I've been doing videos on records mainly, but I'm going to be doing videos on all sorts of collectible stuff that I find, jukeboxes, things that get fixed, just anything that's non-automotive. I'm going to be going through box 3 of our lot I bought the other day. This one's got a bunch of ones without sleeves, so those are probably the good ones, believe it or not, because a lot of times the ones that people don't know, those are the ones they leave out of the sleeve. And those are usually actually the rare ones that people actually want. So I'll be going through this box today. Also, big news, I'm actually supposed to go out and pick up another lot of like about 1,000 records, all 45s today, this afternoon. So I'll be doing that. And then, of course, we'll be filming that and putting that on the channel as much as possible. I'm going to try to go through these quicker so the videos are a little shorter, and then I can get to the end. At the end of the video, be sure to stay tuned, because then I go inside, I look up what some of the more valuable ones are, let you know what some of the more valuable or the more interesting ones, not necessarily the more valuable ones, are at the end of the video. So here we go. All right, so remember, this is box 3 of 5 of this lot that I bought. So if you want to go back and watch the first 2 lots, they're in my prior videos. Be sure to check out the channel. Also, be sure to subscribe. It's a brand new channel, so I need as many subscribers as I can get. First one we got a Jerry Butler single, Just Because I Really Love You, with Only the Strong Survive. That was a big hit. That's a good one to have in my collection. Not necessarily something that's going to be of any serious value or anything like that. But we'll just put it right there. That's a good one. I actually like that song. Spanky and Our Gang. The lead singer was actually named Spanky McFarlane, just like the one from the Little Rascals, but it was a girl. 3 Ways from Tomorrow, and I'd Like to Get to Know You. That was a hit. Not something I really need to keep. So that's going to go in the sale pile. That's probably worth a few bucks, but maybe like a buck or two. The Moments. I Won't Do Anything. So that's a music by Willie and the Mighty Magnificents. So, and this one's on Stang Records. Sounds like a soul one. It sure does. Love on a Two-Way Street. That was a big hit. Big soul hit. I'm going to look it up because it's on such a minor label. Even when they're like a major song on a minor label, sometimes there's a lot of interest out there in these. But Love on a Two-Way Street, pretty well-known song. So if you listen to like soul. Not Northern Soul, though. If Not For You, Olivia Newton-John, Biggest Clown. Not something I'm really that interested in. That's going to go in the dollar pile. Peppermint Rainbow, Will You Be Staying After Sunday with And I'll Be There. I don't know what that is. It sure sounds like psychedelic, so I'm going to be checking into that one, see if it's anything interesting. The Raspberry, it's probably, Let's Pretend. That's probably a big hit. I can't imagine it's worth much. I'll probably put that just in the general for sale pile. Here's a Jimmy Cliff, so sort of like a reggae there. Waterfall with Wonderful World, Beautiful People. That was a hit. I'm pretty sure I've got another copy of that, so I'm going to put that in the for sale pile. Another Jerry Butler with that's What's the Use of Breaking Up. I should probably check that one because I'm not as familiar with that Jerry Butler song as the last one. And 'Cause I Love You So, Jerry Butler with Mr. Dream Merchant. I'm going to look that one up as well. Anything soul I like to look up because you never know if it's something that somebody wants. Obviously, it's on a major label. It's probably not a rare one, but I need to check it nonetheless. Seals and Croft, Get Closer, probably a dollar record. Gonna have to sleeve all those anyway. Mac Davis, Poor Man's Gold with One Hell of a Woman, on like later Columbia label. Not really that interested. I have a lot of Casey and the Sunshine Band. Like, they sold 1 billion records. Not terribly interested in that. England Dan and I don't know what I think I have one of these, and I looked it up and it wasn't anything I was really interested in, so I'll just drop it over there. Hugh Montenegro, March with Hope with this is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I actually have this. I have a copy of this, but it's the theme to the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on a 45. Someone would definitely want that in their jukebox. Probably not worth a lot, but still, I bet there's somebody out there who's a huge Clint Eastwood fan, huge spaghetti western fan that would want that. The Vogues with Till, that's a common one. I'll put that out in the for sale pile. Long Green by the Fireballs. I like to check the Fireballs ones because some of those are interesting. Not necessarily something, this isn't one, they did like Sugar Shack. I'm still going to check it, see if I know the song. I'm not as familiar with that one, but might be something I want to keep, or if not, I'll put it in the for sale pile. The Vogue's my special angel with I Keep It Hid. I'm not familiar with that Vogue's. It's got a really nasty chip here in the vinyl, so I'm going to put that. I'm going to have to check that out at my leisure. I really wouldn't want to sell it to somebody. It looks like it's going to skip. Bellamy Brothers, once again, not something I'm really interested in. Paul Muriat and the orchestra, Love is Blue. That was actually a hit. Not something I'm super interested in. It was like an instrumental hit. Bread, Make It With You, obviously a big hit. So that's something I'm really. I probably have several copies of that. I'd be willing to bet. Four Seasons was Slip Away and December '63. Oh, What a Night. Extremely common record. I know I've got a few copies of that, so that'll go in the for sale pile. Natalie Cole, Sophisticated Lady, not really something I'm interested in. Love Unlimited. Of course, it's Barry White's project. I think that was even before he did the solo stuff. Disco Lady, Johnny Taylor. I'm pretty sure I have copies of that. That'll go in the for sale pile. Someone would definitely want Disco Lady. It's a big enough hit. Elvin Bishop, Slick Titty Boom. Interesting name. With Fooled Around and Fell in Love. I actually like that song. I'm going to put that in the keep pile. I think I have a copy of that. Actually, I'm about 100% sure, but if that's a better copy, I'll be keeping that one. Here's one of those Tops 4-in-1 records. These are just kind of useless, so throw that over there. That would be a good wall hanger because the labels actually look cool in those. Popeye by Chubby Checker with the Limbo Rock. I've got several copies of this. My daughter might want this for her jukebox because she likes limbo stuff. So I'm going to throw that over here. Let's see. Pull another stack. See, I'm going through these. I'm trying to do these a lot faster. Kenny Rogers, the first edition with Something's Burning and Mama's Waiting. It's got some scratches on it. It probably will play fine, though. I'll put that over there. I like Kenny. I like that, first edition. What condition my condition is in. That's probably the one everybody's looking for, especially because of Big Lebowski. John Denver, I'm Sorry with Calypso. Again, not something I'm really interested in. Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. Sort of like, yacht rock era, 1976, 70s song. That'll probably go in the in my pile of 70s records, if I feel like listening to a bunch of 70s. Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, Part 1, Part 2. I don't really like the Part 1, Part 2 45 so much because you generally, a lot of them you have to flip the song over to hear the whole song. Not good for jukeboxes. Some of the 50s Part 1, Part 2s, either Part 1 or Part 2 was the hit and the other side was not. But this one I believe is a longer song since it's from the 70s. I'm going to put that in the for sale pile. Atlanta June, Pablo Cruz, What You Gonna Do? Again, I might keep it just for my yacht rock collection. I got a selection of yacht rock. I might make a separate box just for yacht rock. Ames Brothers, Rockin' Shoes, and Tammy. Okay, I can't remember what this is. I know what it is, but I can't remember, so I'm going to check it. Let's put it in the check it pile. I don't think it's worth anything, though. Silver Connection, No No Joe with Another Girl, 1974. Not sure what that is. I'm going to check it. It's probably not worth anything, though. Charlie Rich, country. I'm not super into country unless it's like rockabilly or like Johnny Cash or something like that, or Waylon. Carpenters, Top of the World, extremely common single. Something someone would definitely pay $1 or $2 though if you had a box out somewhere. Alice in Blue by Shannon with I can't pronounce it. Abergavenny. I'm gonna check this out because I don't know what it is. And this is that same guy's collection where we've already found a lot of garage rock. Jay and the Americans, Come a Little Bit Closer. I love Jay and the Americans. B-side. There's a B-side. Big hit for Jay and the Americans. I'm 100% certain I've got like multiple copies of that, so I'm not going to worry about this. Here's Jay and the Americans again. She Cried on Silver Spotlights. I believe that's a reissue. B-side is Tonight. Can't remember if I have She Cried on 45. I'm going to put it over here just in case. I have to look at that. Wildwood Days by Bobby Rydell, going back to an original cameo label. Something that's worth money? No, not really. But, it's a good one to have in the collection, like in the DJ pile, DJ boxes, because it's one a lot of people remember from that era. John and Robin and the In Crowd. If I need someone, it's you, on a Abenak Records. Not sure if that's related to Atlantic, because that's kind of a rip-off of the Atlantic A there. I think that's kind of what they were going for. Or Do It Again a little bit slower. I don't know what this is, which means we definitely need to check it. Oh, here we go. What Time Is It by the Jive 5. That is a doo-wop classic. It's on an Eric reissue. B-side is My True Story. Oh, that is going in the jukebox. That's a definite. That's definitely going in my jukebox. So, and it's on a reissue. Not something that's worth a ton of money, but it's a great find because I like both of those songs by the Jive 5. Danny Williams, White on White. I'm pretty sure that's that White on White, or is it? I better check this one. Lobo. I'm just going to put that in the for sale. Me and You and a Dog Named Boo by Lobo. This is a Delphi label, so vintage label, Delphi, Johnny Crawford. That looks very promising with Mr. Blue on the B side. Looks like he did write on it, but you can't really tell because it's dark. But I'm going to be checking that one out, especially being a Johnny Crawford on Delphi. Herman's Hermits, Listen People, and Got a Feeling. I have so much Herman's Hermits, it's ridiculous. I could put that in the for sale pile, even if I think I own it. I don't mind doing that. Eric Hodges, Girls, Girls, Girls Made to Love, not the Motley Crue song. Not Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. Eric Hodges on a Cadence vintage label. I Make Believe It's You, and escorted by Charlie McCoy and his escorts. So not sure who those escorts are. They might have paid a bit too much, but we're gonna check it out. Little Honda by the Hondells. I have this. Not sure if it was this label though. I think I have a reissue. Little Honda. Hot Rod High on the B side. That might be a good keeper, especially the B side's called Hot Rod High. I'm gonna have to play that one and see what it sounds like. Here's a Stephen Stills. And I'm going to put that in the for sale pile. The Routers with Snap Happy and Stingray. So that's one I got to definitely check out because that sounds like a surf garage type record, especially on that vintage Warner Brother label. Show and Tell on Rocky Road. I've got a bunch of 45s of Show and Tell from the jukeboxes. Not on this label though. This is a promo copy of Show and Tell. Does that make it worth any more? Probably not. I'm going to throw that in the for sale pile because it's a super common song, even though it is a promo copy. The Honeycombs with I Can't Stop and I'll Cry Tomorrow. Looks like a very vintage label. Looks like it was in somebody's record box, so it's got a number from a record box. I need to check that out. Here's another Honeycombs. Have I the Right? I know that song. I do recognize that one. I don't know. I'm going to check it out anyway. Bobby Vinton, something that's probably not going to be too rare. To Know You Is to Love You. I'm just going to put that in the sale pile. This one, at least I got a huge sale pile, even though all the good stuff's probably going to wind up in my collection over here. The Ambushers. I wonder what she's doing tonight. I think that's what that is. Let me check it out. I need to check that one out. I'm pretty sure that's what that song is. That's actually a pretty good 60s song. Expressed by BT Express, 70s like disco type funk song. I have several copies of this, so I'm not worried about selling it. Theme from Ben Casey by Valjean. And the theme from Dr. Kildare. I believe I have one of these. I could put that in the for sale pile. I'm not terribly worried about that. I'm pretty sure I have a copy of that. I seem to remember seeing that. The Bells Sing a Song of Freedom with Stay a While. I need to check and see if it's one of their more lowrider hits because it's always good to have lowrider stuff in the box if I'm playing records. I like some of those low rider oldies. Here's a pistol to Dippy Donovan. I have this. I know I have multiple copies of that. It's fairly common. Not worried about it. I could sell that. Crying Shame, another Crying Shames. The last one we found wasn't really worth much. This one appears to be in better condition. I'm going to be checking that one out. Mama Cass with It's Getting Better. Who's to Blame? That's going in the for sale pile. Another Mama Cass Elliott. Mama Cass. Wonder if I could trade those for a sandwich. Okay, some of you will get that joke. Gene Pitney, Teardrop by Teardrop, and Mecca. I like Gene Pitney. I'm going to be checking that one out. I can't imagine it's worth anything. Oh, I love Gene Pitney so much. I have a couple of his records here. Looking Through the Eyes of Love with There's No Living Without Your Love. I'll check that one out. Bobby V on an all-time hit series, so it's a reissue. Please Don't Ask About Barbara. Okay, I won't. And Take Good Care of My Baby. I believe those are both hits. So I'm going to put that in the for sale pile, but it's probably going to wind up. I actually have a box of reissues that are double A side that I'm starting. Here's a Johnny Horton, The Battle of New Orleans. That's a fun record for Love of the Girls, the B side. That one was in someone's record box. The vinyl's in really good condition. That's probably going to wind up in my collection because I do like that song, even though I'm sure it's not worth much. Billy May, When My Sugar Walks Down the Street. And I guess I'll have to change my plans. Don't know what that is. I better check it out. Here's a Sinatra. Most Sinatra's really super common, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. You Forgot All the Words. I'm just going to put it in the for sale pile. Paul Anka, Don't Ever Leave Me with Put Your Head on My Shoulder. I'm not sure if I have one in the oldies box, so I'll put that there. Ray Anthony, Deep Night with All My Heart and Soul. Not worried about that. Tender Trap, Frank Sinatra. Yeah, not really. It's a good one to sell. Bronte and Thetcher. That's another one of those common acts that's the theme from Lawrence of Arabia. But that's another thrift store vinyl common artist to find. Frankie Avalon with an Italiano, and You Are Mine. I'll just put that over there. Someone will love to own a Frankie Avalon 45 for $1 or $2. Mumble Jumble, Freud Kramer, and Crying. I'm going to have to check that one out. That is a country record. I want to make sure it's not something I want to keep. It's kind of like a fun record. Another Floyd Kramer, 5'2", Eyes of Blue. I'm guessing this guy did put these stickers, unfortunately. In fact, that one I found yesterday that I said had the sticker, I thought maybe it came out of a record store later and it was an original label. I looked it up, it was an original label, but he put one of these stickers with the more modern looking numbers on it, unfortunately. I'm going to try to get it off. I believe that was on a Bobby Freeman, like, Do You Want to Dance? I believe it was the one that was in the video before this. Charles Wright and the 100 Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band with Loveland and Sorry Charlie. This is pretty funky, so I'm going to be checking that out. I can't imagine it's worth anything, but I'll just put it over here. I'll definitely check it out because that's a funky one. If it's funky enough, I'll throw it in my pile of cool 70s stuff. Cara Mia, Dave Whitfield and Mantovani. Anything Mantovani is common thrift store fodder. I'm not worrying about that. Temptation's Eyes by the Grassroots. Fairly certain I've got that because I've got a lot of Grassroots, as is fairly common. I don't feel bad about putting that in the for sale pile. Here we go. Vanity Fair. Their big hit was Hitching a Ride, and there it is. That is a big hit. Can't remember if I have this or not, so I better put it over here if I have another copy. Godspell, not concerned with that. Here's a reissue of Surf City and Ride the Wild Surf on the B side. That's a great jukeboxer. Double A side reissue. I got a couple more jukeboxes to fill once they're fixed, so I'm keeping an eye out for anything like that. Bobby Vinton. I don't know which ones of these is the hit. I'm not really concerned with keeping Bobby Vinton records. Teresa Brewer, Goodbye John. This was owned by Babs, so this was Barbra Streisand's record, apparently. Sweet Old Fashioned Girl. I need to check that out because I don't know what it is. Andy Williams. We all know what Andy Williams is. Like Your Kind of Love and Stop Teasing Me. I don't really want to keep Andy Williams. Another copy of Hitchin' a Ride without a sleeve, but it's still in good condition. Let me put that in the for sale pile since we know we already have a copy because we just saw it 2 minutes ago. Bobby V sharing you with Run to Him on a reissue. That's a good for sale one. May I by Bill Deal and the Rondells. That could be Garage and May I. Unfortunately, the guy wrote on the label like a lot of them. Need to check that one out as well. Careless by Bobby Vinton with satin pillows. If you read it quick enough, you'll think it's the Satan Pillows, which would be a much better record in my opinion. I don't really want Bobby Vinton. Over and Over with Elusive Dreams. Bobby Vinton. I guess you have the Elusive Dreams with the Satan Pillows. I guess that's how that works. Another Over and Over Bobby Vinton with Rain, Rain, Go Away. So, not really something I'm interested in. Taking Care of My Baby, big hit. Someone would love to own it. Miss America, more Bobby Vinton. Here's a Skeeter Davis, Somebody Loves You with The End of the World. Kind of a dreary hit. It was a big hit, but it's kind of dreary, not something you'd want to play at a party, certainly. Here's the Vogues, Some Words with You're the One. That's actually a great record. That's a good song. You're the one that I... And it's on an interesting Pittsburgh, PA label, so it's not a major label. So I definitely need to check on that one because it's especially since it was definitely probably reissued later on a different label. They're Bobby Vinton, don't care. Blue on Blue, Bobby Vinton, huge hit for Mr. Bobby Vinton. Here we go, more records. Let's start with the side. Bobby V and the Strangers, Look at Me Girl. I'm not really concerned with that. Oh, here we go. It's a all-time hit series reissue. That might need to get cleaned up. That looks like dirt. That doesn't look like a scratch, but it looks like, we could get closer. It looks like it could be. So we got Rambunction with Walk Don't Run on the other side. I'm going to see if that'll clean up because that would be a good jukebox record if it cleans up, especially being a reissue. Iko by the Dixie Cups, big hit. Trip Oldie, so it's a reissue with Give Him a Great Big Kiss by the Shangri-Las. So that's going to wind up in the, I don't know if that'll wind up in my jukebox, but I'm going to put that in the box with the AA side multi-artist records. Don't Feel Rain On by Esther Phillips, Little Esther. That could be a soul record, Release Me. So like Little Esther, I think that could be a soul record. So we're going to definitely be checking on that one because that could be interesting. We got The Happenings, I Believe in Nothing with My Mammy. I think I found this and it wasn't anything, if I remember right, but I'm going to just double check. Another one by The Happenings. I'll check all these out because who knows. Mighty Quinn the Eskimo, Man for Man. I don't have this. I would have remembered finding that. A big hit, probably not worth a whole lot. Still a good one to have in the collection, so I'll put that over there. Mark Lindsay, So Hard to Leave You with Silver Bird. And I know this, and I kind of want to just listen to it. So I'm pretty sure I know it. I don't think it's worth anything. The Circle, so another late 60s psychedelic. How Can I Leave Her with Red River Ball. Oh, that song's bloody annoying. I actually can't stand that song, so we're going to put that in the for sale pile. That's it's a pretty obnoxious song if you've ever heard it. Cimarron, Like Children, and Rings. I don't know what that is. So we're going to put that in the check it file. Another Circle, Big Little Women. A Turn Down Day is a better hit by the Circle, definitely. I'm going to put that over here because I don't know if I have a copy of that yet or not. But Red Rubber Ball, I do not recommend that song. The Searchers, Take Me for What It's Worth, and Too Many Miles. I can't remember what this is. I'm going to check it. I think they were more folky, though. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Till I Met You. Goodbye, My Lover, Goodbye. Another Circle, Turn Down Day. I think this one's in better condition, so this one's in better condition, and the guy didn't write as big on the label, so let's put that over there, and we'll grab that one for the for sale pile. Don't Throw Your Love Away. I'm pretty sure that's like folky stuff that I'm not terribly interested in, but I want to just double check it. I'm about 100% sure. Oh, that's kind of a neat one. Here we go. I should put the stack over here. I should have done that at the beginning. I Want You to Be My Girl, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers on a G label, literally G-E-E. And I'm not a know-it-all on the B-side. I believe that was a hit as well. I'm going to check that, see if it's worth anything. If not, it's still going for the collection. Here's a Fats Domino on Imperial. Looks like a newer Imperial. Well, no, that's an older Imperial label. Blueberry Hill with Honey Child on the back. And vinyl's in excellent condition, so got to have Fats in my collection. I'm pretty sure I have that, but I don't know if the copy's as good as that one. So I'll be checking into that. Sugar and Spice by the Crying Shames on a Destination Records. So that's pretty minor label, in good condition. Definitely something I need to check out because it's a garage band. Even though the other one that was on the major label by the Crying Shames we find in the previous box wasn't worth that much, still worth checking into that. I Want to Love 'Em So Bad by the Jelly Beans on a Redbird label with a hole in it and writing on the label. I don't know what that is, so I'll be checking that out. The Midnight Man on Sam Phillips label. Bill Justice and his orchestra with it's raunchy. Yeah, I need that. I need to keep that in my collection. I don't know if I have a copy of Raunchy or not. In fact, I heard that on one of the Oldies online, one of the Serious Oldies channels the other day, and I thought, I don't know if I have that. 5 Americans, Sweet Bird of Youth on an Abenac with that rip-off Atlantic-looking A and zip code. I definitely need to check that. Another one, same thing, rip-off of the Atlantic logo. Gonna check those. And another, we found one of these in the box yesterday, a Mark Lindsay, Arizona. These are super common. Was a big hit though, so someone might actually want that for their jukebox or for their collection. It's got to be a word with I don't want to be around you. The Innocents. That sounds like a psychedelic band. It could be a folk band, unfortunately, but we'll find out. Here's a Memory Lane on Barnaby. Wake Up Little Susie by the Everly Brothers. Radio station copy. Maybe tomorrow on the other side. So it's a radio station. I always thought the Memory Lanes were reissues, but it's weird it's on a Barnaby radio station. But it's Everly Brothers. You really got to watch on these Everly Brothers because the ones that were they originally on Cadence, and then when they got signed to Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers didn't try to get the rights to the older songs to do a greatest hits. They just had them re-record everything. So unfortunately, there's a lot of re-records going on of the Cadence stuff on Warner Brothers, and of course they released more stuff on Warner Brothers. I'm gonna look into that because of the radio station copy. It might be something interesting, even though it's just a massive hit. Bobby Rydell, Never Dance Again, and Gee, It's Wonderful. I don't know that Bobby Rydell one. I'm sure I'll know it once I put it on the turntable, so I'll be checking that one out. Probably not worth anything, but we'll check it out anyway. James Taylor, Fire and Rain, extremely common record. Not worried about it. Joni Mitchell, Help Me with Just Like in This Train with a Hole in it. I think this guy bought a lot of like return records. I'm going to put that over there. Luther Ingram on Coco Records. My Honey and Me. It's on a minor label. And I Can't Stop. So we definitely need to check that out, especially being on a kind of a minor label. This is a great one. Malo with Suavecito. Not sure if I have that. I think I do. And it's on an original label. Fortunately, the guy wrote his number on there. That's a good lowrider type oldie. So let's put that there. Cinnamon by Derek. That's a common one. Someone might want it. It was a big hit. Jackie DeShannon, What the World Needs Now Is Love. Massive hit. I'm pretty sure I own several copies of that. Not concerned with it. The Amboy Dukes. Oh, wow. We're finishing this box off strong. Mississippi Murderer with Journey to the Center of the Mind. Okay, that's actually was a pretty big song, but it's a good one to have in the collection because it's definitely a garage psychedelic rock classic. Can't imagine it's worth a ton of money, but it's one I definitely would want for my collection because I'm not sure if I have another copy. All right, so as always, I'm going to go check out probably this stack. The better stuff, once I get done with that, I'll be letting you know what the deal is with it. And let's go to that right now. Well, I went through the more interesting stuff in box 3. There's not a whole lot of good stuff in box 3. Box 1 was the best one, so you might want to go back and check out the box 1 and 2 videos if you haven't. But we're going to go through, I think there's only like 5 records I found that were anything of any interest, and one of them is almost worthless. So first we're going to go with Sugar and Spice, Crying Shames. It was actually a big hit. This was on the radio a lot, even on Oldies radio, even like 20, 30 years ago when there was a lot of oldie stuff going on. This one is sold for up to $13. This one's obviously not worth $13. It's got a check mark, a sticker, and another like pen mark, and the label's got some wear. Still a great record. That's going to go in my garage collection. I have a box of garage records. Then we have the Vogues with You're the One. I thought maybe this pressing was something of interest. This actually sells for between $5 and $20, so that's the range on Discogs of sale prices on it. Someone wrote 69 on the label. That was actually probably his catalog number because, like I said, always have different catalog numbers on it. But it's got an interest. Like I said, that label's kind of interesting to me. Not a big dollar one, unfortunately. There was a lot of like between $5 and $10 records in there. I was really hoping I'd find some more big dollar ones. This one sells between $2 and $9.89, but I thought it was a pretty fantastic record. This one is called May I by Bill Deal and the Rondells, and it's got the same song on both sides. So it may even be a promo. But check this one out. Go check this one out on YouTube. This is like a fantastic, I don't know how to even describe this song. It's kind of like a reggae ska mixed with soul with garage, if you will. I mean, if you like all those genres, go check this one out. It's May I by Bill Deal and the Rondells. There's a video of the song on, they're actually white dudes from like Virginia Beach, Virginia. But it's actually a really good song, so it's definitely going to go in my collection. Got to figure out where it's going to go because it really crosses a lot of genres. But kind of a neat find. That's what I like about going through these record lots is you find stuff that you just normally would not find otherwise. That's really cool because it's just stuff you don't know, and it's a good way to find that stuff. Here's one. This is What's the Use of Breaking Up by Jerry Butler. This is one of the Jerry Butler ones. This is actually a Northern Soul tune, but I mean I think the tops it sells for is like $10. So it's actually a good entry level Northern Soul record. It's got a great dance beat to it. It's Jerry Butler. It must be extremely common because it's just really not worth a whole lot of money. But it's still, that's going to go in my Northern Soul box. I do have a box of Northern Soul, so that's going to go there. And here's one where this is a great example of one when you see the name of the band, you go, wow, this is going to be a great record, or it has the potential to be a great record. But it turns out it's complete like pop drivel garbage. This is the Peppermint Rainbow, and I'll be there, and where will you be after staying? Will you be there staying? Would you be staying after Sunday? That's what it says on the. I don't know. I'm not reading that fast. This is Peppermint Rainbow. It was kind of like when the psychedelic thing, I guess, became more mainstream, if you will, and it's very poppy and folky. It's just not. You would think like with a name like Peppermint Rainbow would be like a cool psychedelic record, but it wasn't. This one in mint condition, the highest this record has ever sold on Discogs is $2, so that tells you how bad it is. So that's what I got for you on this edition. I'm actually leaving in about an hour to go pick up that lot of 1,000 records. I've still got 2 boxes to go through of the lot that I picked up the other day. And we'll be posting more on the channel, as well as some videos such as any like other kind of collectibles I find. If you're interested in cars, go check out my other channel, as I always say. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.